I refuse to tell my cousin why I do all the housework while my wife relaxes. A year ago, my wife Lisa almost divorced me. We'd been married for 13 years, and I completely screwed up our entire relationship without even realizing it. When we first got married, we made this deal. She'd work part-time and handle most of the cooking, cleaning, and household stuff. I'd focus on my career, fix things around the house, and we'd split the parenting duties. I was up with the babies at night, changing diapers, all of that. It worked great for the first 3 years. Then 10 years ago, Lisa went back to work full-time. She even started her own marketing business from home with my full support. I was proud of her, but here's where I messed up big time. Even though she was now working just as much as me, running her own company and dealing with clients, I never changed what I did around the house. She was still doing all the laundry, all the cooking, all the grocery shopping, planning the kids' activities, cleaning the bathrooms, everything. I just kept living like nothing had changed. I'd come home from work, play with the kids for an hour, then sit on the couch watching TV while she made dinner, cleaned up, and got the kids ready for bed. On weekends, I'd sleep in while she handled breakfast and morning chaos. Lisa tried to talk to me about it so many times. She'd ask me to help more or mention how exhausted she was, but I always had some excuse. Work was stressful. I'd fixed the sink that one time. I took the trash out, didn't I? Looking back, I was being completely selfish and blind. Last year, it all came crashing down. Lisa told me she wanted a divorce. She said she couldn't be my wife and my maid anymore. She was burned out and starting to hate me. That's when I finally woke up. I realized I'd been treating the woman I loved like my personal housekeeper for 10 years while she was building a business and raising our kids. I begged her to give me another chance. We started marriage counseling and I made a promise. For all the years she supported me, I'd do the same for her. So now I do pretty much all the housework. I cook every meal, do the laundry, clean the house, pack the kids' lunches, the whole thing. Lisa focuses on growing her business and spending quality time with our kids without being exhausted all the time. Our marriage has honestly never been better. She's happier. I'm happier. Even the kids noticed Mom and Dad aren't fighting anymore. Last weekend, my cousin Rachel and her family came to visit. 3 kids plus her husband Mike. They stayed at our house for 2 nights. But here's the thing. They had no idea about any of this backstory. All weekend, they watched me cook every meal, clean up after 6 kids, do loads of laundry, vacuum, organize activities. Meanwhile, Lisa was just hanging out with all the kids, playing games, laughing, totally relaxed. She'd help a little, but mostly I told her to enjoy her time with everyone. On Sunday morning, I was making pancakes for everyone while cleaning up the breakfast mess. Rachel was sitting at the kitchen counter watching me flip pancakes and wipe down counters at the same time. That's when she started asking questions. "So you cook like this every day?" she asked. I said, "Yeah, pretty much. And you do the laundry too? I saw you folding clothes last night." I told her, "I do all the laundry." Then she asked about cleaning, groceries, basically running down the whole list. I kept answering honestly that, yeah, I handle most of that stuff. Rachel got this look on her face. Then she started making these comments to Mike. "See, honey, if he can cook breakfast for 8 people, I'm sure you can manage dinner twice a week. And wow, he even cleans as he goes. That's so helpful." Mike just kind of shrugged and kept eating his pancakes, but Rachel wouldn't let it go. The whole rest of the day, she kept pointing out things I was doing. "Oh, look, he's packing the kids' lunches for tomorrow. He's doing dishes again. Isn't that nice?" The thing is, Mike actually is the main breadwinner in their family. Rachel works part-time at a bookstore like 20 hours a week. Their situation is basically what mine and Lisa's used to be. So her using me as some example felt wrong. I could have explained everything right there. Told her this is only my first year of actually pulling my weight after a decade of being a terrible partner. That Lisa used to do all of this plus work full-time while I sat around, that I almost lost my entire marriage because I was so selfish. But I didn't say any of it. I just kept making lunch and changing the subject. Rachel left, still making pointed comments to Mike about how some husbands really step up.